principal at 115, 16 status, so you're in it for 131, 136. You're in it for 136, and you want 40. Let's call it 140, 180. Yeah, there's equity in the property. I would put the value roughly about $200,000, right? You want 100. It's $180,000 purchase price, $140,000 down, and $36,000. Actually, wait, you need more than that down because you have to have it down for the down payment. So you have 16K to reinstate and 115, right? So you got 131K, but you have 115 principal amount mortgage, and you got 180 minus 115. So you're going to need to get about, if you want to pocket 40,000, you're going to have to get about 65,000 cash down. So 65,000 down, 115,000 mortgage, 16,000 will go toward the reinstatement. And how long will the seller carry? Hopefully, if you can get them to carry on that property, if you can get them to carry on that property at least 5 years, you'll have a good, you'll have a good selling point. So, okay, so the numbers are this: 100. Let's say you want 40,000, so you get 115 that goes to the mortgage, right? That's 115. So that's the baseline mortgage. So you want cash to figure out what cash is needed. So 115. So you got $16,000 plus 5. You got 16,000 plus 5. So that's 21,000 cash needed to clear the deal to buy it. Now you want to make 40,000 on a deal. So that's 161,000. My fault. $61,000. And now $61,000 cash needed to clear the deal, plus 115, which is the mortgage amount. So it's $176,000 mortgage. So $176,000 purchase price. So I would put it at $180,000 purchase price, or you call it 179. And you want to let's call it 179 minus 115, and you want $64,000 down for the term of 5 years, right? And they get equity. So the equity, let's call it's worth 200,000 minus 179. Right, so they're going to get $21,000 in instant equity, $340,000 cash flow. You don't have to get a mortgage. 179, 64,000 down. Right, that's how you pitch it to your buyer. So your question is, how do you pitch it to a buyer? And a buyer's now 60,000. I can tell you is a big chunk. I like to have it a little bit less. Down, but you could do this to potentially make it a better deal. Instead of trying to make 40 on the deal, you can still make the 40, but you break up where you want 20,000 now and 20,000 later. So you put a mortgage on the property for $20,000 and you get $20,000 down. So instead of having 64 cash, you're actually looking for 44,000 cash, but your purchase price is still 179. So essentially what's happening is you get 115 is the mortgage, plus your new mortgage you're going to create for $20,000, plus, right, the $16,000 that goes to reinstate, plus the $5,000 for the seller and the $20,000 you. That would get you at or close to 179, right? So that's how you could make that deal work. If you still want to make a good profit on it. So it'd roughly be about 24,000 20,000 mortgage, 24,000 to you'd make on that deal. So that's what I would do. If you have pushback on the 64,000 down, then break up that 64 your cash, put a loan on the property, put interest on the property, put payments on the property so you get payments, and then with minimal down, you'll take some down off that, and you'll still get cash now and you get cash later.